For this third grade small group, the two things you're going to focus on today are skip counting by fives, this time using nickels to 150, and continuing on with rounding fun. With our nickels, these aren't real, but they're close. Talking through with students, well, what is a nickel worth? A nickel is worth 5 cents. What's a nickel worth? 5 cents. Take a look at the front of our nickel. Take a look at the back of our nickel. What is a nickel worth? 5 cents. So having that repetition is powerful. After that, we're going to skip count our fives using our nickels, and we're going to go around as a group. And each person pushes their nickel into the middle when it's their turn, and we continue to count by fives. So if I go first, 5, next person, 10, next person, 15, 20, 25, 30, and we keep going. And the reason I want them to go to the 150, just like I said with our pentagon counting, is a lot of times they've had practice going from 5 all the way up to 100, but they've not said their skip counting out loud much past that. So going ahead and saying 105, 110, 115, 120, it's kind of getting those miles on the tongue and helping to implant that in their brain of what comes after the 100. After that, then you will continue on with rounding fun from before. And again, this is going to vary widely based on the abilities of your group. Some of them are going to get to go fast, and some are really going to need you to stay with them and support them. So kind of gauge that. If you need to roll dice as a group, that's okay. If kids are able to be independent with it, that's okay too. I want more to be focused on the actual concept and understanding than the work completion. So as slow as you need to go. Just like last time, let's say I rolled a 65. This one is really powerful. So I would record the 65 in my box, and I could draw my number line and decide, well, what two benchmark numbers, what two multiples of 10 is it between? It's between 60 and 70. Well, what's right in the middle? That's 65. This one is tricky. What I've described to them in class is to think about it as a mountain that they climbed to the top. That's that 5. So if I'm already climbed all the way to the top of the mountain, when I get to 65, I'm just going to fall down to the next spot. I don't want to go backward. I did all that work, and so it's going to round to a 70. So that kind of old saying of 5 and above, give it a shove. 4 and below, let it go. We're going to shove that 5 down the hill to the 70. Keep going with this. If students are really struggling with which multiples it's between, absolutely pull out a hundreds chart, let them visualize and see. Maybe I rolled I rolled that 65, and what multiples was it between? Well, if I go backward, the first multiple of 10 I see is 60. If I go forward, the first multiple of 10 I see is 70. So those are how they would label those on their number line. Keep going, as many as they can get done today, and that's it.